Hello, I'm Mark Imbriaco, one of the founders of Operable. Today I'd like to give you a quick demonstration of using our open ChatOps platform, COG, to manage Amazon CloudFormation collaboratively. This is a basic demo, so I'm only going to scratch the surface, but it should give you a taste for some of the things that COG can do. First, let's take a look at the help command to see what bundles we have available in COG. This demo instance only has two bundles installed, the Operable bundle, which comes with every COG installation, and the CFN bundle, which is the one we care about today. Let's take a deeper look at the CFN bundle to see what commands it has available and how to use them. The CFN bundle implements a ChatOps optimized workflow on top of the basic CloudFormation primitives. If you've used the AWS command line tools, many of these commands should look familiar. Let's jump right in. So this demo is configured to use an empty AWS account that was created for the purposes of this demo. Let's double check that we didn't leave any stacks lying around from previous test runs though. When working with CloudFormation, you always need a template to drive stack creation. And one of the ways this bundle is opinionated is related to where these templates and other configuration artifacts are stored. We made the decision to have the CFN bundle natively integrate with a Git repository for storing these types of documents. Just because you're using ChatOps, that doesn't mean that you want to throw away the version-controlled world that we all know and love. With the CFN bundle, you don't have to. So let's see what templates we have in our repository. As you can see, this repository only has one template in it. You've probably guessed from the name that this template can be used to configure a VPC. Let's take a look at the template itself to see what parameters it needs in order to be turned into a stack. Okay, that's a bunch of parameters, but many of them look like they have sane defaults that we can live with. For this demo, we'll accept most of these defaults, but we'll focus on changing the VPC name parameter. Figuring out how to maintain the relationship between templates, parameters, and stacks is one of the places that most people struggle with when adopting CloudFormation and with planning their workflows. We added what we call definitions to solve this problem. A definition is a higher level abstraction that combines a CloudFormation template plus all of the parameters and tags that are needed in order to provision a stack. Definitions are stored in the repository, just like the templates are, and they're used as input during stack creation and management commands. Let's see if we have any definitions defined. Once again, we have a blank canvas to work from. Let's take a look at the help command to see how we can add a new definition. Okay, that looks pretty simple. We just need to give it a name, a template name, and the parameters and tags that we want to pass to the template. That seems easy enough. Great, we've created a definition. All commands in COG actually return structured data as output, and COG applies a template in order to render the chat output that we see. But we can take a look at the raw output as well, and I think it'll be interesting for something we're going to look at in a minute. Now remember, these definitions are also stored in Git in order to integrate with your normal workflow. So let's go see what that looks like. The structure of this repository is pretty simple. You can see directories for templates, defaults, and definitions. We'll cover defaults in some future content, so for now let's just focus on templates and definitions. In the templates directory, you'll see a base/vpc.yaml file that matches up exactly with the base/vpc template name that we've been using throughout the demo. One thing that's missing from this repository is the definition that we just created. Fortunately, the integration between the CFN bundle and Git is bidirectional, meaning that changes that we make from chat are reflected in the repository, and the changes that we make outside of chat are available to the bundle when we run chat commands. Let's update our repository and see what that looks like. As you can see, we've created a new directory under definitions named after the definition we just created. We've also created a new directory with a number as its name. That number is the timestamp that the definition was created at. Every time a new definition is created with the same name, we create a new timestamped directory under the name of that definition. Then we copy the current version of the CloudFormation template into it and save the structured definition. This lets you use the repository as your canonical source of truth about the desired configuration of your infrastructure, no matter where that configuration is managed. And if we look at the definition contents, they're exactly the same as those that we just saw in chat. Now that we have a definition, we're ready to create our stack. Again, let's use the help command to check the syntax for stack creation. As we discussed earlier, you create a CloudFormation stack by combining templates with parameters and optionally tags. The CFN bundle gives you access to all of those options if you need to access them directly, or if maybe you're trying to get a world record for longest command line. We've got you covered. But if you'd rather just get on with your day, you can reference a definition by name and let it supply those inputs for you, with all the advantages of our repository-backed configuration. Since I'm a fan of the easy button, we'll just do that. Now we can take a look at the stack events to check that things are proceeding normally. And with the advantage of our post-production time machine, we can skip ahead a couple of minutes and check out the completed stack. Voila, we have a shiny new VPC in our demo account, and it took much longer for me to talk about it than it did to actually create it. On top of that, my team was able to follow along, and the configuration that I created is all safely tucked into my infrastructure repository, and I didn't even need to open a text editor. COG and the CFN bundle are the easiest, most collaborative way to work with CloudFormation. I hope you'll take a look at the CFN bundle and let us know what you think. As I mentioned, this demo just scratches the surface of what it can do, and we'll be sharing some more advanced techniques and examples on our blog soon. Thanks for watching.